Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of today. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what our angels have for you today, what loving messages are going on around you. Please use these readings to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Spirit, I call upon you. What is it that you want us to know today? What is it that you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. So grateful you've been guided here. Let's see what we have. I have clearing your space. I'm going to say people take up a lot of space in our head. And that's something I think that we all struggle with. Like, why am I thinking about this person nonstop when I know they're not thinking about me? Okay, so if somebody is taking up way too much mind space, maybe that's something that we take a look at. And the best thing to do in those instances is, they keep popping into your head, even when you don't want it. You just say, please, Spirit, relieve me of these thoughts. And so that there's a day that they're not taking up so much space. So just keep releasing it. Keep asking Spirit to take it away from you. But yeah, somebody can really take up that space in your head, and in a good way and a bad way. But in this case, they're saying clearing your space. So clearing your mind, opening up for what's next, things like that. I have a cycle of life, beginning a new cycle. We go through many cycles in this lifetime. I have the number 4, so you could be entering into maybe your 4th cycle. Maybe you've had 3 significant relationships already, or relationships, and you're entering into maybe a 4th relationship. Spirit, please share with me. I have the number 10, manifestation. Look at you pushing this energy out into the universe. We talk about that all the time, that what you put out into the universe, you get back. So somebody's going to pick up on that vibration. You can, it's a great illustration of how that energy is released from your body, released from all your chakras. Look at that. And then this feeling of it's just kind of traveling, through the air. And somebody's going to pick up on that energy. Somebody's going to grab that energy, feel that energy. So we're pushing it out. I love that. Bottom of the deck, I do have a new beginning. So a combination of letting go and a combination of a new beginning, which usually Spirit reminds us all the time about. But I like the not only letting go, but clearing your mind. Like, how much space is somebody taking up in my mind? That all-consuming, even if you're not with that person, they could be gone. They could be somebody you don't even want back, but for some reason they're constantly, they just take up too much space. Spirit, please share with me this new beginning, number 21, 21st of June. I'll put that out there. I'll claim that. It's not that far away. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a 6 of Wands. I have a 4 Cups. I have a King of Swords. This came into me as a pity pot. It was a little bit of a woe is me. And I feel like some of us go through that. It's kind of like, I'll believe it when I see it, or nothing is just handed to me. I'm not that lucky. So it was a little bit of a pity pot. I'm going to allow you to stand on your pity pot 5 minutes a day. Just stand on your pity pot, get it out of your system, do the woe is me's, and then move on with your life, because I do feel like we all have a little bit of pity pot in all of us each day. So, but we don't want to stay in that energy. We just want to kind of acknowledge it. I know you're here. I know you're not good for me. I'm going to let you be here for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to say goodbye to you for the rest of the day. So pity pot 5-minute rule is the goal. I have this gorgeous They're saying like right back at you. Okay. You know, the person that you say, wow, you're looking good. And they say right back at you, you know. So it was just a feeling of what you're putting out, you're getting back, which, boy, do we want to sign up for that? Do we want to be with the person who, when I'm good to them, they're good to me? This is, I want to use the word forceful, but that's not how I feel. I guess it's a rush. I'm going to say a rush. You know, when I was doing that pushing energy, it was kind of like, it's kind of like rushing in. I'm going to say rush, you know, just for the sake of a vocabulary word, rushing in for a second, almost like that swift moving river, you know, that comes at you, and you know it's going in one direction. No matter what you're doing, it's kind of heading your way. So this kind of rushing towards you, swift movement. I like this king. I love this king. This is someone opening up to you. They are saying a conversation that is necessary. So it could be you, it could be them, that I kind of want to know where I stand energy. I want to know what you're looking for. I want to know what's important to you in the big picture, just so I know that we're both going to be on the same page, or that I'm not getting into something that I don't want to be in. So I'm going to say, I don't know whether it's a heart to heart as much as an adult conversation right from the beginning, where I want to speak my truth and please tell me, you know, what you're looking for, so that we can both make a decision if this is going to be right. This is coming into me as work related. So some of you or somebody could be meeting this person in or around work. We could have similar work. We could both have very fast moving jobs. So what I mean by that is, who would be fast moving? Let's see. Firemen, policemen, nurses, EMTs, real estate agents to some degree. People who are under pressure and have to kind of like pick up speed in a very short period of time, like a doctor, emergency room doctor would be my best example. But I feel like there's I have a demanding career in some way. And we could both have that kind of adrenaline career where we're both very fast moving people. And I guess that's, you know, just who we are. But so we could be connected in work somehow. Lots of energy. It takes a lot of energy to do our work, something like that. A lot of running around, maybe. I have a high priestess. I have a Hierophant. I have an Ace of Cups. I feel like because of this high energy job that I spend a lot of time trying to take my off work time to love myself, care for myself, be grounded, be patient, they're saying. Okay, so for those of you that have a very demanding job, your off time is I do everything in my power to quiet myself, try to relax, try to unwind, try to release all of the stress that I just went through in a busy week. So I do feel like finding balance is a priority. I feel like it's something that you're constantly looking towards. So I would say that the last thing that you would want in your life is somebody who's bringing any kind of chaos into your life, because I feel like you only have so much energy left in your day. And if it doesn't come into you peacefully, I just feel like you're going to push it away. I really do. I just feel like at this point in your life, you just are saying, oh, bottom of the deck, I have a Lover's card and I have a 3 of Wands. I love this. I'm going to go with this 5 of Swords for a second, because I just feel like you you've already fought the battles. You've already struggled in other areas of your life. You don't want to struggle in this area of your life. This is an area of your life that you want to enjoy, or you don't want it, is how I feel. It's like, if I can't have a peaceful union, if I can't have something that brings me more than it causes me pain, then I'm not interested. But I definitely am seeing a future with you. I'm seeing this. They're saying distance ahead. So this is somebody who is probably very good at projecting into the future. You could be very good at projecting into the future. You could be a great visualizer, that I can visualize my life with you, that I can see a future with you, that we're destined to be together. Spirit just said, oh, I'll take that. That feels good. So that feels good. Destined to be together. So, but again, I'm not inviting chaos into my life. I just can't deal with it. I've got, it's somebody, like, if you described yourself as, I have such a busy life already, I have so much on my plate already, somebody's got to come into my life that makes my life easier, not harder, is really what you're saying out loud. And otherwise I'm not interested. So I think Spirit's just letting you know that that's what they're working on. If it's not here yet, that's what we'll claim today. I want my life to be easier, not harder, because of you. Like, let's claim that. We want that. I have a bear. Protection, safeguarding, mental strength and resilience. There's the mind space. I'm not going to let you take over my mind and be worrying about you and all your troubles and all your stuff. I've got my own stuff to do. And it's a feeling of, I'm strong with or without somebody. So we always have this kind of choice, right? We just need to be reminded of that. I have a cold, emotional detachment, lack of empathy, unfeeling or not showing emotions. I don't think that that's going to work for you. Okay. You have this beautiful Ace of Cups. You have the Hierophant, the High Priestess. You are definitely dedicated to something that you're passionate about. So you have a warm heart. You're not going to allow somebody who's distant. You're not going to allow somebody who can't fill an emotional void that you want in your life. So I would just say that's somebody that, if you're not picking up on the vibe that they're warm, they're friendly, they're loving, they're giving, they're affectionate, kind, caring, you're just going to be not interested. So I'm not really worried about you attracting and avoidant. You may be attracted to them, but you're not going to be interested in them in the long run. You're just going to say, this person isn't warm enough for me. I have renewal, the process of making something stronger, healthier, and more dynamic after a period of decline. If I'm going to bring someone into my life, it's going to lift me up. It's going to renew my energy. It's going to help me to feel young again. It's going to help me feel healthy. It's going to make me feel sexy again. Maybe I put that area of my life on hold. So there's got to be a reason that the pros have to outweigh the cons. And some of you could be going through that right now. Like, what's in it for me energy? It's got to work. It's got to work for both of you. So you could just be kind of thinking things through. Is there disharmony? Is it a mismatch? Do we have different perspectives, ideas, actions, conflicts? Are we not getting along for some reason? So I'm going to put that with this cold energy for a minute, because you're not going to move forward with that. You're just going to say, I just don't think that we're good. I just don't think that we're in alignment. Or your intuition is going to pick up on it and say, I just don't think we want the same things. Going all the way back to that King of Swords card, where we talk right up front with what we're looking for. So we already know. I have poverty, little or no money, somebody's struggling, and it's You feel sorry for them. You wish you could help them, but maybe you're not in a position to help them. You're having a hard enough time with just taking care of yourself or taking care of yourself and your kids. So you're not in a position to give anybody a handout or to help somebody. So that could be something that you're thinking about right now. Like, I wish that I could, but I can't. I just can't. I have love, a passionate emotional connection between partners, often involving attraction, desire, and commitment. I like these balloons. I like this feeling of like floating, floating high. I'm looking at things from a higher perspective. I'm kind of my higher self, my future self, looking down on a situation and saying, is this an emotional connection? Is this a partnership? So that, I feel like that's what I'm calling in, you know. So you could just be today going over in your mind, I really, either I'm thinking about somebody in particular, I want to see where this goes. I'm making sure I'm asking all these questions. I'm seeing what works, what doesn't work. Spirit, tell me more about this connection, destined to be together. Who is this person? So just know that you're going to be able to say no to what doesn't work. I think that's important. Dedication, staying dedicated. I'm going to say dedicated to your goals. They're dedicated to their goals. And then you have goals together, okay, that we both are putting our goals together and achieving something, you know, whether it's we want to buy a house or we want to travel or we want, you know, just luxury items. We want to go out to dinner more often, you know, whatever the goals are. But it's a feeling of being dedicated. Like, we're both dedicated to, I'm going to say the us. Okay. There's a you, there's a me, and there's an us. I think that's important. I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm giving up something now for a future reward. I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to make some changes in my life. I'm willing to adjust my schedule, be flexible. So that's important. I mean, I don't know how much of a sacrifice, but there's got to be some give and take. There's got to be that kind of we work together energy. And I'm awakening, a realization. There's the word shift again. Okay, so I have this shift, this rushing in, this shifting energy coming in. So kind of that feeling of the rushing water, that 8 of Wands earlier. I'm awakening to this love. And we do feel that way. We do feel like, you know, the grass is greener and to this love. I feel like is once we get over the hurdle, it feels like once I get over the hurdle of, I don't have to worry about some of these other issues. I don't have to worry about, are you bringing a lot of baggage? Do you have a lot of problems? Do you have problems that you think I'm supposed to fix? Do you have issues, you know, like, do you have mental issues? Do you have health issues that I'm not aware of? So once we get over the hurdle of kind of getting to know this person, then we start to move into, I can feel that you're willing to make changes. I can feel that we're connecting. All of the good stuff starts to happen. A confession, releasing a secret, okay, pursuing virtue through honesty. I feel like, I don't know if I feel like it's a secret as much as I'm not going to hide anything from you. I really don't have anything big in my closet, like walk right in, open the door. So I'm not feeling like behind the scenes, this person has a lot to hide. So that is always a good feeling. And I'm open to change, being receptive to new experiences because change leads to growth. I'm going to change no matter what. As soon as I meet you, I am going to change. You know that, they know that, you're both going to change. So it's more of a, how open am I to change? Some of you are very, very open, and some of you are set in your ways, and some of them are set in their ways. So, you know, that's something that we have to both look at, because the person who likes their life now, it's hard to add a relationship to it, but you have to. I have a beautiful magician. I have a high priestess. I have a Queen of Wands, and I have a Page of Cups. The High Priestess and the Page of Wands came into me as I knew. It came into me as I knew there was something, whether it's just butterflies, a crush, there's something about you. I'm attracted to you for more than your looks, Spirit just said. So this High Priestess is bringing in that intuitive, beautiful energy, that inner knowing, saying, I think you could be the one. I think that there's something going on here. I feel so peaceful looking at this High Priestess today. I'm at peace when I'm with you. It could be you calm me. It's a beautiful calming energy. And then this Page of Cups is just a feeling of wonder. And if you look close, there's like this little fish jumping out of the cup, a little goldfish. And it's kind of exciting to me. I feel like that goldfish is jumping for joy. So that feels really nice. I have this Magician and the Queen of Wands, and I'm going to say we can make magic together. I think you're both very powerful people. I feel like you both have so much to offer this connection. The infinity symbols jumping out at me over my magician's head today, where it's this infinite love, infinite abundance, infinite possibilities. So I do feel like we are just so open to where do we go from here, but in such a good, positive way that the possibilities are endless, Spirit saying. So this is somebody that you both, I'm going to say you daydream together about a future, like this is, if I could build a custom house, where would it be and what would it look like? If you won the lottery, what would you do with your life? Like you just have those kind of conversations with your person. But I like this infinite possibility energy that's around you. And I do feel like you are just looking ahead, like I'm so excited about our future. And I feel like that's something that you say out loud to each other. I really do. I feel that once we get over that, is this the person I'm supposed to be with energy, then I do feel like we really feel that this is going to be beautiful and nice and comfortable and peaceful. I love it. Spirit, can I have a final message? What do you want to leave with us today? What is it that you want us to be thinking of? I have healing and energy. Release what's blocking you and connect with potential, a renewal of flow and emotion. So almost like an Ace of Cups here, right? That God is handing you this flow of emotion. You have all this emotion to give. You have all this love to give. You could feel a very healing quality with this person. This person makes you feel whole, Spirit just said. So I'm going to put this out into the universe. I'm going to ask Spirit to guide you, this kind of love, this kind of energy now. If it's not in your life, claim it, own it, it's yours. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and comments. I appreciate them. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamelinPsychicMedium.com. I'll put all that contact information in the description. I hope you enjoyed your reading today. We'll see you all again real soon.